Well, I've got a bit of time on my hands today, so I'm going to get down to the allotment, get these onions in. I'm going to get some onions in and some garlic in. It may be too early, but I'm going to put them in anyway. This isn't a how-to video. This is just logging what we're doing. So I'm going to get them in. So I've still got some spuds left in the ground. I'm just going to dig these up. They're only little, and I'll tell you why they're little. We didn't get much rain this summer in 18. Excuse me. In 18, and I was working busy, so I didn't get here to water. But yeah, there's still a few left in. They're only small, but you know, they'll do a nice little tea. I've gone to it. So there's 2 rows here. 2 rows that I haven't dug out, a few weeds on, and I've ruined me onions. There was loads of onions. I left them on the surface to dry out, but because I didn't come and I've left them, they haven't dried out. They should have been covered with something, or in the greenhouse maybe, so they've all gone sort of full of water and rotted. It's to be expected. I'm not really bothered. I do love onions. I won't make the mistake next year. I suppose it was a mistake, but I knew it wasn't something I didn't know. I just didn't have time to come and do what I should have done. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed, but yeah, a few more potatoes out. I've got the garlic in, and now if I've got time, because the light's going, I'm going to get the onions put in. If not, just as soon as, I'll dig it over and get it ready. So just a quick one. I'll see you all soon on the allotment. Right, let's get the onions in. I think I'm going to treat myself to a proper dibber one day, because I keep saying the same old thing. Oh, you don't need one, just a stick will do. Which it is, just a stick. But you know what? It feels so good to have the proper tools. I'm always bleating on about the right tool for the right job. Of course this does the job, but there's nothing better than having a nice little dibber. In fact, I've gone to, I don't even, do you know what? I do need a dibber, but I don't need it for this, to be honest with you. So forget that. The ground is soft because I just turned it over. So that'll do, look. I don't need to. That'll do me. And do you know what? I was going to put all the white onions here and then all the red ones, but why? They're mixed in the bag. So they're all going to go in the same ground. So whatever comes out the bag, I'm just going to put in. I don't think it matters at all. I'll just put a mixture in. Okay, I'll get on with that. Well, I'm glad to say that's the garlic in, and 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of onions in. That's great. I'm happy with that now. And it's 5 to 5 and it's still light. I mean, the light is dropping. But you know, still see, this is like a sort of a dull summer's day, isn't it? And this is 5 o'clock, so it's definitely lightening up now, folks. So no excuse now. Get down the allotment and start growing that nice, healthy, organic veg. So yeah, I think that's it. That's what I want. I'm going to definitely make a shape on the greenhouse. I think we did a video of me and Phil when Phil was with me fixing it. But we used little greenhouse clips and we didn't have enough, I don't think. And obviously all blew out. So what I'm going to do is put silicone around it and it'll be done once and for all. So I won't video that because I just don't think people are interested in the allotment video for some reason. But never mind. I'm not doing it really. Well, it's a mixed bag, isn't it? I'm doing it because I want to do it, but it's great when someone appreciates you doing it. So it is sort of, it goes par for the course. If you do a video, really after you've done it, you want someone to watch it. And I don't think we had many views on fixing the greenhouse. But anyway, I may video it. I don't know. We'll see. They're in. I've dug the potatoes out. I haven't got lots, but you know, there's enough for tea, a couple of teas, and I'll bin the onions. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching, and please subscribe to see more videos. If you do subscribe, don't forget, press the bell. See you on the next video. Another quick little visit to the allotment. Just turned over this bit where the potatoes were. Turned over this bit, left that one little cabbage in. It seems to be alright, it's probably usable. I don't know. As they say, the proof of the pudding will be in the eating. Once I eat it, we'll find out. Last week I got the onions and the garlic in. I was going to put cloches over them, but I've got them there. But I'm just going to leave them in and just see what happens. I've got the netting over because the birds pull them out. They think the little shoots are worms. So that's covered it. I think I've said it before, in the northwest of England we got a little bit of snow a couple of weeks back, which was probably about 1.5 inches thick. We don't suffer with frost and snow much. That's not to say we won't get it, of course. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to give this shed a lick of paint. I've had this shed up now for years and I've done nothing. I bought the paint, it must be 4 years ago, and I also felted the roof, and when I come it was ripping off one day. So I just put these branches to keep it down, and do you know what? I think it looks rustic, so I'm going to leave it. So I'm going to give this a lick of paint today. Well, I've got the paint out, and this is going to be fun and games, isn't it? Because I've had this bag of bone meal here, and look at the size of that rat shit there. Right, everywhere. It's all over the floor. All of it. And it's been dragging all the stuff over there. I mean, this shed, I don't use the shed, it's just literally a storeroom. This was off a greenhouse that I'm not going to use anymore. But anyway, all over the floor, it's dragged it. So that's going to be fun and games when I start moving stuff, isn't it? Fighting with massive rats. That's quite big, that. Look, there's my thumb. I'm about 1 inch off it. So, I'd hate to see the size of that. Oh well. There's actually a long story to this shed. I had an allotment in Liverpool and it had a shed on it. I didn't need another shed, but I was doing a gardening job, a landscaping job, and the customer wanted me to take the shed down, which was this one. Now bear in mind, this was probably 9 years ago or something like that. Easy. Quite a few years ago. And I just loved this like barn door effect. I don't know why, I just did. And even the hinges, which one of them's come off, the shape of them, I just loved it. The windows, the little window boxes, it was actually in good nick, and I thought to myself, I can't throw that out. I'd rather use this and put it back up in my allotment. So I took it to my allotment, and actually, you've gone back more than 8 years. It was in my allotment for about 2 years, all in pieces, leaning. Didn't fix it. And then I left Liverpool, moved over to the Wirral, and I left that allotment and I got an allotment over on the Wirral. And I didn't have a shed here. So I thought, well, that's perfect. I'll bring that shed over and I'll put it up here. But in the 2 years it was lying around in the allotment, all the bottom had rotted and it just was in a bad state. The rain had got to it. It wasn't covered because there was no roof on. It was just in pieces. But I'd made my mind up. I wanted it. I knew I could fix it. So I asked my brother-in-law to come and get it with me on the trailer and bring it back from Liverpool. But it was a bit of a struggle. It wasn't easy going. It sounds easy moving a shed, but it was all in bits. And anyway, it was a little bit of a messy job because it was falling to bits. And he kept saying to me, should we just go straight to the tip? Should we just throw it away? You're not going to put this up. Well, as I've said in previous videos, I'm someone who likes a challenge, and I promised him, I said, I'll fix it and I'll get it up. Well, that was about 18 months ago that I did. I got it up, but by the time I bought all the wood and all the bits and nails and screws and everything to fix it, and the felt for the roof, I could have bought a new shed. But at the end of the day, I've done it and I said I was going to do it. So then I bought this paint, and I had all these ideas of, I'm going to do all the inside up properly, like line the walls and get like a little seat in there and a cup of tea, everything like that, you know, kettle and everything, which I probably will do. But I haven't at the moment, it's just a storage. So today I've come and done a little bit of filming. I've got a fire going, so while the fire's going, I thought, you know what, I'm going to paint the shed, so I feel like I've achieved something now, and I fulfilled my promise. I've got the shed up, which I said I was going to. I fixed it, and now I'm painting it. The only thing is, I have to clear it all out and find where the rats are coming in. The rats are making more use of it than I am. But to you as a viewer, watching me paint a garden shed doesn't mean anything. To me, I just feel like I'm actually doing something that I planned on doing a long time ago. And it feels good. So I'll get on with this and less yapping. The only person I know who talks more than me is Reese. Isn't it, Reese? You gab for England and stop me working, don't you? Well, I think that looks a little bit better. It's going to need another coat. But yeah, quite happy with that. Don't know what the colours are, but happy with that.